Hello, welcome to What's Up? My name is Jana Fish, and with me here again today is...
Suze Wellington.
Today we want to talk about what's up with guys' dating profiles. As you might know, lots of people using dating profiles today. In times of a pandemic, it's not so easy to meet someone, and it's also becoming absolutely normal. Don't you think so?
Totally normal, and that's in fact how I met my partner as well.
Which dating sites did you use?
Oh, it was Tinder, actually. I haven't used any of the others. So I haven't used them for 2 years, but I can certainly agree. What is up with guys' dating profiles?
I was also browsing some different platforms and was wondering, most men would like to meet somebody on a dating profile, but most of the profiles are not really appealing. So how comes you're looking for a new mate? We're not talking here about guys who are just looking for sex. So really, if people want to meet somebody, to be with somebody, so why they not try to look their best? That starts with the pictures.
Sure.
What's your experience with that?
With the pictures, unfortunately, things like Tinder, it's very much image driven, isn't it? So you are making a quick decision based on the photograph. That's how it works. So you have to play the game, and everybody can have a good picture taken of them. What always struck me was that some people didn't seem to have a single friend who could take their photograph for them. If somebody is only putting up a selfie and you scroll to look at their other photographs and all they have are the same arm's length selfies, it just makes you think the person doesn't have any friends. And that would be a worrying indicator.
Yeah, the worst ones I saw is the classical one in an elevator, or the bathroom mirror.
Oh, the bathroom, yes. But again, is that because they're hiding? So those people whose profile pictures show them in a bathroom or in a lift, or even perhaps in the car, would suggest to me that they're having to hide to take their photos.
So they might be married.
Married or with a partner, or just bored and having a look. There are some where it looks like a friend has taken their photo without them noticing and then made a dating profile for them, perhaps while they're having a few drinks one evening. So again, those would be ones to hit the swipe no thank you.
Yeah, also, I don't like the ones where you see the man hugging another woman. I understand this can be his sister or
his daughter,
his best friend. It doesn't come over right. So men should take a picture, one nice of their profiles. I also have seen one where there were like 12 pictures of his face. They're all different, but why do I need 12 pictures of his face?
Maybe there's something you don't want to know about his body or his height, perhaps. The other thing about pictures of maybe a guy hugging several women in the photo, okay, that's one thing. But what about if they're in a picture with lots of other guys and you can't tell which of the people in the photo is the person whose profile it is? I remember seeing profiles where there's several pictures and on each one there's several people. So which one of those are you? Mm-hmm. You used to end up thinking, I bet it's not the handsomest ones in the picture, is it? So again, those look like perhaps they're not bona fide people looking for a partner.
I think it's good if they post a picture where they do something they like if there's a hobby or something. So they show me hiking or
motorcycling or bicycling. Yeah.
What I don't like are these pictures where a guy's holding up a big dead fish. Do you have seen that?
That's really common in England, but I think what's more common in Spain is guys with a picture of a paella, which they're very proud to have cooked themselves. Now, has your mummy made that? Or can you actually cook? Or is it that you can only cook paella? But anyway, it's a conversation starter, isn't it? So those are good photos.
Yeah, I think it's good if you know he can cook at least a paella.
Yeah, or at least he likes to pose next to a paella. I'm not sure which it would be.
But what's up with the fish? Why is he showing me he can kill a big fish? So
if they're into fishing, right, they need a partner who is happy for them to be fishing. So at least it gives you a warning. If you're not into fishing or you don't want a partner who disappears for the weekend fishing, then don't pick him.
Mm-hmm. I think it's also the masculine thing saying, look, I can kill animals. And after the apocalypse, I can feed you. Well, it's not appealing to me. Let's put it that way.
So let's talk about how they could improve them. Because it's all very well saying, get all your friends to help you. But some people don't want to. Is there some way that you think guys could improve their profiles without having to announce to everybody they know that they're on Tinder or something? How can they do it?
This timer function that every mobile phone has today. So put the mobile phone in a corner and use a 10-second timer. don't do it in the elevator.
Yeah.
I also don't like the profiles where there's no picture at all. Or there's the picture of George Clooney.
No.
I want to see the face because it gives me an impression, an idea of the person. When I ask, having no picture of themselves whatsoever, they say, I'm a public figure, I'm a policeman, I'm a teacher. But I have to say, mostly they're married.
Yeah, and they're not really George Clooney.
They should write something interesting about themselves. I know not everybody finds it easy to write about themselves, but they should not write, I am a normal guy.
Oh, so dull, huh? I think that's more common in Spain. But I also remember it being very common that people would not write anything at all. For example, in Tinder, they might upload 8 photographs, but not write anything. That makes me think, did you run out of time? Can you not be bothered? Do you think these photos say it all? Do they realize how important it is?
It makes it harder for me to start a conversation. What should I rely to?
Something in the pictures, but it is easier if there's something in the text, isn't it?
So everybody has something special about themselves. So you can write that, an interest, or just, doesn't need to be much. I also don't like to read a novel I also found that one. It's like you need 10 minutes to go through all the text and it's mostly blah, blah, blah.
Well, what about people who then write about all the things they don't want? That makes you really think you've got a lot of baggage, haven't you? And there's going to be issues trying to date someone who's perhaps got trust issues and so on. So something just open and friendly, like you might have a conversation with them in a cafe, I suppose.
Yeah. It also gives a negative impression. I don't want that. I want this. I also heard men are taken back about this if they read this in a woman's profile. Yeah, not a good thing.
So my partner said that when he was single and had started to use dating websites, he asked some female friends for help in what to write. He also asked their opinion on the photos that he was choosing as well, which is really smart, isn't it? Because just like, for example, if I was going to buy a car, I'm not an expert. I might ask a few people like my dad or, an ex who used to sell cars. I'd ask for their advice. So it makes complete sense, doesn't it, that if you ask some friends who are a similar age to you to give you a hand. I think that was really smart of him.
But I think everybody has time to put a few hobbies there.
Surely.
Or a few interests or something or about the job. So just also helping a conversation starter. Because what I don't like, if a guy writes to me and says, hello, how are you?
Well, at least you got a question. I remember getting messages that just said, hola, or hey. Then what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? And then also I might reply and ask some questions. And then often it happens to me the conversation dies out because the men are not asking any questions. And I want a certain interest in my person before I meet somebody. So don't you want to know a little bit about me? For me, this is often an indicator, this guy is just looking for sex.
Did you notice anything strange about profiles in Spain? For example, I remember seeing quite often, soy muy amigo de mis amigos. Well, surely everybody's a friend to their friends. Why is that such a common thing to see? What else did you see that you weren't stunned by?
This is a very common one. Goes hand in hand with I'm a very normal guy. Which is not
attractive. I've got another one. My children are my world. Yeah.
I think they want to do this to impress, to say I'm a good guy, I'm a nice guy. But for us, maybe foreigners, this I'm a friend of my friends sounds very empty. So that might be also a cultural difference here. That Spanish people find that normal and we go, what?
I'd hope you're a friend to your friend. If you're not, then
What do you call a friend? So I think in Spanish it's just a normal phrase to use.
I think the my children are my world. I saw a lot in England. I've seen similar in Spain. I think obviously, of course, your children are important to you, but do you have room in your life for a partner? If they're looking to date somebody who also has children, it feels reassuring to their potential partner that they care about their children a lot. But it does make me think you don't have time for other things. So perhaps if you say my children are super important to me, but I do love my free time and I would like to meet somebody, it would be good to reassure whoever's reading your profile that you have time for them.
What I also find strange, special with elder men, they're lying about their age. Like they're saying, I'm 48, and in the picture you can clearly see he's 65. So what's up with that?
Do you think it's so that in the algorithms, they are showing, like, for example, if I was 30, I might put that I'm interested in meeting somebody 45 to 25. So if the guy says, actually, I'm 44, but in fact he's 54, it means he falls into those ladies' stack of pictures. And
Yeah, that might be a reason. Also, when men write he's interested in women between 80 and 99.
Yeah.
18 and 99. I'm wondering, really?
Is that not because they just haven't ticked the box? Is that the default setting? I don't know.
I don't think it's default setting. I think it's just they want to be
a wide net
to every possibility. But if you don't put at least an estimate of your age, when you go like 10, 15 years younger, when you meet, the lie is gone. So it's
I think that also about lying. I have a male friend here in Spain who asked me why I thought it was that women don't mention if they have children on their profiles. So it does seem like, although it's an omission rather than a lie, it is important, isn't it? If a guy's got children, then we're keen to know. It's and somebody who would be put off if you do have children isn't somebody you'd want to meet, is it? So I think that is an important one to say. If you've got kids, just tell us. That's great. You don't need to put pictures up of them, but just tell us that you have, because it tells us a bit more about your lifestyle and your commitments.
I think the fantasy here is, I will meet him, he will fall in love with me, and then accept me even if I have children.
Wow.
But I think that's a fantasy, that's a fairy tale. It doesn't work. I think for neither sexes. Not for men, not for women.
It's also hiding something about your past relationships that's really important, isn't it?
So I think honesty is a good thing. Put some effort in your profile, like choose few pictures, but good ones. Think about the text. Don't write too much. Don't write too little.
Ask your friends for help.
And ask your male or female friends what they think about your profile so they can give an opinion. But then you can run into profiles that are too perfect or they look just fantastic. What do you think about that?
I remember encountering a couple like that. Pictures were too good to be true. You think, gosh, you look like a model. And often those ones don't have any text in the profile description. And they surely are fake, aren't they? I'm not really sure how these algorithms work to get people addicted and keep looking at the apps, but I think those are there to keep you interested, aren't they?
I'm sure, because I got once offered a job on a dating platform that I would be like a fake profile, keeping people engaged. So there is something that, writing a first message or a second message, just people stay there. Or I ran into a perfect profile where the man was all the same interests like mine, lovely picture. He wrote me, I wrote him back, and then nothing.
Wow.
So I think this is paid by the platforms. There's not only the algorithm, because what the platform wants is to keep you engaged on the long run, to pay sooner or later something.
Yeah, and the advertisers get more people seeing this to be using the app. I remember catching one out where I matched with somebody, he was called Rafa, very handsome, and we messaged a little, and then he disappeared off the platform. I thought, okay, fine, you met someone, whatever. And then I saw him again, but with a different name. So he might have been Miguel. And I said, oh, hello, I remember you, but last time you were called Rafa. Disappeared. So if it looks too good to be true, just like everything in life, it always is, isn't it?
Yeah. So these are lots of fake profiles. I hear especially lots of female profiles are fake. My male friends told me, or they're Russian brides who want to marry for money. So also this, I had never come along things like that as a woman, but I hear from friends this can be an issue also for them on dating sites.
Wow, interesting.
So that was What's Up with. If you like what we're doing here, to write a comment or tell us a topic you would be interested to hear about. Sue, thank you very much for today.
Thank you.
Bye.